It's showtime. It's showtime. Hey, boo. How are you? I'm well. Thank you for asking. Welcome to another live. It is Tuesday, April 22nd, 2025. And I have a controversial topic for you because I love ruffling feathers for a living. Muhahaha. As you can see, the setup is a walk and talk because I have a lot to get off my mind with this episode. But first, let's get into the outfit of the night. T-shirt, Walmart. Listen, if there's something that's truly authentic to Colleen, it's a graphic tee. I don't wear them as much as I used to because I have a corporate job and most of my life is spent either at work or at the house. But if you know Colleen, you know she loves a graphic tee. I find them very cool and just a spunk. And these little pum pum shorts, they are from Amazon. They are by Sunzel, that popular brand Sunzel. These are the 3-inch, maybe 5-inch. I believe these are the 5-inch biker shorts in leopard. Thank you, Karen. And just got the millennial tuck going on. Let's get our shoes. Shoes are always Skechers Go Walks. I have a link to the walking pad I'm using in the description box. You can use that link to shop. Any of my links are commission-based links. If you want to support me, the best way to do it is to shop through any of my links. I'll get a small commission. And thank you. I need to do a thank you. If you don't know, I have an Amazon gift registry list, and closed mouths don't get fed. So I always inform you that if you'd like to send me a gift, it's Colleen's inner child gift list, and it's full of Legos, Legos, coloring books. Why am I embarrassed? I don't know. But it makes me very happy, and I want to give a thank you because I received a gift today. So I'm going to shout out. I'm coming from work, y'all. So my hair and face are on its 9th hour. Thank you, Lynetta. I saw you yesterday, Lynetta. Thank you, Lynetta. I received your gift. This is my 3rd botanical Lego set. So I have the Pretty in Pink bouquet. I have the dozen roses. And Lynetta, shout out to you. Thank you so much. The boys don't like to do these, so perfect. I will happily do this and bring it to my cubicle. So thank you. And I also see a gift from Cheryl. I didn't receive it yet, but I want to shout you out. Cheryl, thank you so much. You're so sweet. When I receive the gift, I will shout you out again. But yeah, let me put on my shoes so we could get into this topic because y'all some people are new here, so I don't think many people know that I take drugs. Like, I take drugs. No, I'm not burning a substance from a spoon, but I pop pills. It's not funny. It's really not funny. Let's get it. We'll do a smooth 2.3 because I'm not in the mood. Okay. How are you doing? I hope you're well. But this is a very important live. And people have come to me asking about what I think about Ozempic, how I feel about like berberine and fen, semaglutides, peptides, and all that. And anytime somebody comes to me with that, I'm like, take that shit. Take it. Take it. Yes, I am a big proponent of drugs. Okay, so why is that? Hi, I'm Colleen. I've lost 60 pounds in 8 months doing alternate day fasting. But before I lost 60 pounds in 8 months doing alternate day fasting, I had lost 10 pounds in 3 months by taking Vyvanse. In January of 2021, I was prescribed Vyvanse. Vyvanse. And here's the story. At that point, I become really big and fat, very unhealthy. I was going to the doctor very regularly because I was losing hair. I had done like my third big chop at that point because my hair would not stop falling out. Congratulations, ASMR Bex. Walking pad is a great investment. I was very inflamed. I was at the highest weight of my entire life, which was in the 250s. I had reached all the way up to 252 pounds. I felt sick, fat, tired, and not at all like the 30 years of age I was. And the doctor, so what I'm going to say is very important here. If you are obese, not just overweight, okay? If you are obese, and even more so if you are morbidly obese, which at that point I am 5'10", and at 250 anything, somebody is morbidly obese, unless you're a man. I was morbidly obese, categorized morbidly obese. And don't talk to me about like, oh, the BMI. I was morbidly obese. And so I told my doctor that I overeat. And if you're morbidly obese, you need to tell your doctor things. You have to tell your doctor because I don't think it is understood enough that obesity, not overweight, not chunkiness, not thickness, obesity, please let this sink into your brain. Obesity is a disease. I need that to resonate really hard because America, globally, we're having a weight obesity epidemic. But in America, 1 out of every 3 people is obese, not just overweight, obese. Okay, there's a high majority. I believe the last percentage I saw was 70% of Americans are considered overweight. And I can't remember the obesity percentage, but 70% of Americans are overweight. Obesity is a disease. If you have a disease, you need to tell your doctor. Don't just, yes, you can start taking things into your own hands. Absolutely. But you should inform the doctor. I didn't consider myself diseased, but in the ears of a doctor, and based on what they've learned throughout school, my height, my weight, And my blood work shows an obese, diseased woman. I told my doctor, hey, doc, this is all in January. Hey, doc, I'm losing hair. I'm inflamed. I can't stop. I eat a lot. I eat a lot. And she did follow-up questions. She asked me, do you feel like out of control when you're eating? Do you feel like, what time of the day is this happening? Do you feel like you can't stop? Yes, yes, yes. The doctor said, well, if you're interested, there's a drug for binge eating disorder. Because binge eating, overeating is one thing, binge eating is a disorder. Okay? Overeating, sure, everybody has a moment where they overeat. Oh, I'm full. Binge eating, once again, I need you to resonate with this, is a disorder. Obesity is a disease. Binge eating is a disorder. It's a mental disorder. So the doctor suggested Vyvanse to me. It never in my brain occurred that a doctor would prescribe anything to me for my eating. Like, that just seemed so far-fetched to me because it never occurred to me that there's a pill for this. But I really took the time. I didn't immediately say yes, but she wrote the prescription anyway. And she was like, go ahead and fill it when you're ready, after you've researched and everything. After I've researched, I realized Vyvanse is prescribed to binge eating disorder patients and those with ADHD, adult attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. So those individuals, which makes a lot of sense because more than likely a lot of people with ADHD binge eat. Not all binge eaters have ADHD, but a lot of ADHDers have binge eating. I looked into it. I said, you know what do I have to lose? And I started off with the 20 milligrams. It was okay. Did a month follow-up. She said, how do you feel? I upped the dosage to 30. How do you feel? I landed up at 40. 40 milligrams was my sweet spot. And that was 3 months. So in 3 months, I had lost 10 pounds just by doing Vyvanse. I've been on Vyvanse ever since. When you hear about something like binge eating, we swear it's something like willpower. I need willpower. I need willpower. Yeah, willpower is a start, but if you have a mental disorder, and having a disorder, it has a huge stigma to it. But when you've been trying to lose weight for literally decades and it is not working on your own free will, it is time to reconsider options and tools and medical intervention. If somebody has schizophrenia and you see them acting schizophrenic and you know they've been prescribed medication, you're going to ask, hey, have you taken your meds today? If a diabetic is running high on their sugar, hey, have you taken your metformin? Hey, have you taken your insulin? It's health conditions. Yesterday, somebody had asked me about how to manage with a stressful life and how do you do this, how do you do that? I'm going to say this with my full chest. If I was not prescribed Vyvanse, I don't think, I have a strong gut feeling that I would not have been successful with ADF. To be honest. To be honest. I don't think I would have seen it through. I don't think I would have lasted as long as I did. Because here's what Vyvanse did for me. As I said, Vyvanse is given to 2 sets of people, binge eating disorder and ADHD. It was through taking Vyvanse that I realized how much ADHD I do have. Like, I have ADHD. And at this point, I take it more so for focus than I do binge eating, because one fixed the other. Where was I going? I guess it ain't working that great. How do I keep it? Okay, yeah. So yeah, I don't think I would have had a story to tell you, to be honest. So I see so many people getting down on themselves, beating themselves up. And I'm so, like, when I tell you, the people who are able to do alternate day fasting without any intervention like me, y'all are the real MVP, to be honest. To be honest. But what Vyvanse did for me is it helped my focus. It filled my dopamine center. Vyvanse is technically a stimulant, like coffee. Think of it as, hell, 50 cups of coffee in a pill. I'll say 40 since it's 40 milligrams. Think of it as 40 cups of coffee in a capsule. Pop. Dopamine is that contentment hormone. You're content. So a feeling of non-impulsivity. You don't need to doom scroll. You don't need to buy things. You don't need to eat out of boredom. It fills my dopamine center. So I am not looking for thrill from food, from sex, from shopping, from reckless behavior. It fills me. Because when your dopamine center is low, you're more likely to do impulsive and risk-taking behavior. Hi, nice to meet you. And as an adult, that's really important. So with that, I was able to really make decisions. My body wasn't driving my decisions. My brain was now, because it wasn't like, oh, eat the whole pack. It was like, oh, I can stop, think. Even if I started eating the cookies, I could be like, oh, 3 is enough. Where before, I needed the entire tray. And if I knew there was more inside the cabinet, it couldn't stay there. I'd have to go finish it. And I would think about the cookies in the cabinet. If it's there, it needs to be finished. Sounds like a disorder to me. So I just needed to inform you all that my journey was different because I had a tool. Now, Vyvanse doesn't help you lose weight, right? It's not a weight loss drug. It controls my impulse center. All right? It's not a magic. If you're struggling with weight loss for years and years and years and years and years, it might be time to look into a medical option. And I am not licensed. I have no medical background. I have no medical history. I'm just a girl on the internet. But as someone who has benefited from a prescription drug in my weight loss journey, and seeing so many of you beating yourselves up because you just can't do it, you might have a mental disorder that really could benefit from something like Vyvanse, maybe something like a peptide, a GLP-1. Because even if you were able to have that first, then you could lose weight, and along the way, you could work on your mental, do the therapy, do the journaling, start looking inwards, because your impulses are not taking over your actions. You're not a victim. Sometimes people go through life like things are happening to them. You are the maker of your life. Only you are in control of you. So you don't have to go through this life suffering and feeling like, oh, woe is me, I'll never. We have come so far. There are women, and I like watching weight loss journeys of all sorts. So I watch them GLP-1 girls. GLP-1, from what I've researched and understood and studied, it's not just a weight loss tool. Like it's over there curing stuff. It's over there like really fixing PCOS, insulin resistance. It's taking away inflammation. People with rheumatoid arthritis are taking GLP-1s. That thing is special. Okay? If you need help, go get the help, because doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results, what is that? The definition of insanity. And guess what? You don't have to be on it forever if you don't want to. Maybe you should be on it forever. Maybe this is exactly what you need to at least get motivated to start changing. As I said, I cannot imagine me going through alternate day fasting for months and months and months. Like, who's really doing true ADF for 3 months? Somebody who's on a drug. True ADF? That's wild. I really did true ADF for 3 months straight. It was wild. But if you find yourself kicking and beating yourself, I don't know why, I can't understand, maybe I need willpower, God be with me, I don't know when I'm gonna do. Take the drugs. I would suggest taking the drugs, because maybe you didn't know that I was on a prescription and it helped me focus enough to finally lose weight. That's how it helped me. The GLP-1 girlies, the tirzepatide, whatever girlies, they're over there taking their drugs and losing all this inflammation, sculpting down. They're going from 288 to 138. Like, good on them. Let me tell you something about weight loss. Okay? There's no such thing as cheating in weight loss. Who are you cheating? Who are you competing against? Make it make sense. Everybody is like, oh, lose weight, you need to lose weight. You find a way to lose weight. Oh, that's not the way you lose weight. You're cheating. You don't do it that way. Why don't you just get up off the couch? Why don't you just eat a burger, a salad? Da, 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 da. So it's fine and dandy to lose weight, but you must suffer. You must suffer. All questions will be answered at the end, as usual. If you're new here, I answer questions at the end. I like to get the story out for the replayers because I don't like to interrupt. But there's no reward for carrying the cross on your back. You get no cookies for being the most victorious in the longest weight loss struggle. No need to be sorry, my love. It's okay. There's no medal for struggling in weight loss. You do what you need to do to get where you need to go. All right. It's unfortunate that people shame and stigmatize others. Shame me, boo. Who gonna shame me? Look at me in my cute shorts. The shame where? Shame where? All right. Do what you need to do. If you find yourself struggling for years, look into it. Look into something. All right. It's all prescribed. It's all FDA regulated. If you don't like it, you could get off of it. You could try something else. Or you could go back to the woe is me narrative. It is what it is. But I just wanted to ensure that that was fully transparent. This is nothing I've ever hidden. I've always been vocal, but I've never dedicated a video to my use of Vyvanse, the ADHD that caused the binge eating, and being a huge proponent, advocate, I wouldn't say advocate, but I'll say proponent for the use of weight loss tools. Okay, there's no need to struggle for a living. I think there's enough going on. And if you need it, go and get it. If you want the surgery, go get the surgery. If the exercise ain't working, go get the cosmetic surgery. If the booty ain't big enough, go ahead and get the surgery. Like, I am for free will. If you wanted permission, here's the permission. You have the permission. But first, you must do the research, bring it to your doctor, because y'all like to do things without talking to a medical professional. If you are obese, and especially morbidly obese, you must start at the doctor. Give them your vitals. You need to do a blood test. All right? One of the best indicators of health is seeing a nice, clean, healthy blood work test. Start off with that. Tell your doctor, hey, I'm going through this, that, and that. Is there any remedies, prescriptions, What is available to me? You must be your biggest advocate. I'll tell you how I got diagnosed with Lyme disease. In January, I had to fight for my health because they were gaslighting me. My legs were so swollen that I had to put on compression garments to walk. My knees, my ankles, the entire lower extremities were swollen and highly inflamed. I was falling asleep during the workday, extreme fatigue, out of the blue. I was like, nah, I'm not missing that much sleep. This is weird. Go to the doctor once. Oh, stress, water, sleep. Yeah, your vitamin D is a little low. She didn't even prescribe me anything for that. I go back. Said something is wrong. I know myself. But all your blood work looks normal. Do it again. Do it again. And I literally started getting really firm because I don't like one of my biggest pet peeves is people playing with my intelligence. Don't play with me. I'm a Black Jamaican woman. I'm a Black Jamaican Scorpio. Don't play with me. Okay? I know me. Run more tests. They run another back panel of tests. Oh, it seems like you're positive for Lyme. I prescribed you a round of 28-day antibiotics. Bitch, I knew something was wrong with me. And all you have to say is I prescribed you a 28-day round of antibiotics. Not even, oh, you know, God forbid they say sorry. There's no such thing. I wasn't even expecting sorry. The way she just casually oh, it looks like you have Lyme. Like I knew something was wrong with me. You over here trying to tell me sleep more and drink water. Are you dense? You have to fight for yourself because they don't give no fucks. I need you to understand that. They don't care. Bring it up to them. And if they don't offer you anything, find somebody else. I'm looking for a new PCP because she's dense. And I thought, because she's brown like me, and she's young like me, I thought she would have more sense. But that wasn't the case. You have to be your biggest advocate for your health. Because if you are dead, nothing matters. The waistline won't matter. The Pilates won't matter. What's for dinner won't matter. The house, the land, the car won't matter. You're dead. You have to fight for your rights and what's good for you. If you find yourself struggling for years, the diet ain't working, the calorie tracking ain't working, the blood pressure going higher, the cholesterol is going higher, like what are you doing? You're wasting time. You're wasting time. You are wasting time. You're only getting older and sicker. Older and sicker. And I don't want that for you. You're too young. To be honest, you're too young. You are. You're too young for that. When you're old is when you're like 85. I'm giving you old at 85. You can be vibrant for years. Vibrant. There's some people that are internally old at 25. Big, heavy, depressed, sad, they'll have no joy inside. You can be vibrant for decades, but you have to fight for yourself. I will always, when I tell you, I have so many before pictures because I knew one day there would always be an after. When you remember that video of beliefs? That was a strong belief of mine. Strong belief. I knew one day, I didn't know which day, definitely wasn't today, but I knew one day I was going to see the slender Colleen that I've always wanted to see, right? As many times as I failed, struggled, been up and down, in and out of diets, I knew I would succeed one day. That was a full-on, complete belief for me and never wavered and never failed. I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I knew it would get done before I died. On everything I love, I knew it would happen. One of those core beliefs. So you check your core beliefs because your core beliefs is going to dictate who you become. When I tell you that video really changed my life, like core beliefs are everything. Your core beliefs will dictate your success and your failure. It never fails. I corely believe that I financially benefit always, and it always happens. I corely believe men are trash, and I attract trash. Like I always attract emotionally unavailable men. Why? Because I am emotionally unavailable. It's really that simple. My walls are up, and then I expect to find somebody whose heart is open. It will never happen. If you feel that you will never succeed in weight loss, so shall it be. And when you start feeling that kind of way, when you start feeling like hopeless, you've already lost. That's literally the lowest you'll be. So if you're at your lowest, if you're feeling hopeless, if you're feeling desperate, which I was when I started ADF, I was desperate. There's nowhere to go but up. So with the help of me, my core belief, my Vyvanse, and ADF, look at me now. Look at me now. I'm getting paper. I'm fresh in a month. All right, so off my soapbox. Let me know what you think about that. But listen, you ain't gonna be fat forever. Let me stop this because I still can't look at these things while walking, and it makes me sad. Okay. I'm sorry for yelling at y'all. I'm sorry for yelling at you. Okay. You know I mean well. You know I mean well. Sometimes I get passionate. Sometimes I get passionate because we're never victims. We'll never be victims. You don't have to be a victim. You are so in control of everything you want in this world. Like everything. All right, so ask all your questions. I'll give it till 8 o'clock and then I gotta eat. 8 o'clock and I'm out. This is probably my shortest little rant. I need to not be listening. My ADF guru. Wow. As an ADF guru. So I've officially decided to host a May challenge. I will host a May challenge. I will create a free downloadable PDF with instructions. And I will check in every fast day. It'll be a 14-day challenge. So I'm going to prep that and plan that. Oh my God. Oh, I'm going to be so sad when my tan is gone. Like a chocolate bar. Do you see me? Y'all, this tan is glorious. I can't believe, and okay. When you lose weight, it's like you're looking at another human. If I saw me walking down the street, I'd be like, wow. It's so weird. It's so weird because it's you. It's so weird. And it's me with a tan. Like, it's so delicious with the gloss. Anyways, let me love myself. Please, if it hurts you to hear me talking like this, that's a you problem. Please let me love myself in peace. Little Colleen appreciates it. My first time catching a live, and today's my 5th week of True 80. Renee, that is amazing. I need you to know that. You doing it. You doing it. You doing it. You zipping and doing it, as Wendy would say. Zipping and doing it. Hi, Renee. Okay, lots of love from Jamaica. Brap, 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 brap. I was listening to a whole bunch of, never mind. I was listening to Idonia before. I don't know like how old you are, but I'm a millennial. I grew up on Skatel music. So I was listening to the Best of Vibes Cartel, Idonia. Judge me if you want. And that's something I really wanted to say because I've been listening to the music all day while working. If you don't like working out, everybody at least loves music. Find a YouTube playlist that has your favorite songs, just one after the other, so you don't have to stop and pick or skip. Just like fire ass playlist, and you find yourself winding up in front of the mirror. There's no better place to dance than in front of the mirror. Why? Big feminine energy. Big feminine energy. For one, y'all know you're not using your hips like you're supposed to. I know y'all not using your hips. Why? Because I've seen some winds happening in the club, happening at parties. They're very stiff. And you know what stiff hips mean? It means trauma. Stiff hips mean trauma. So what I want you to do, find the playlist from YouTube, get you a playlist, okay? Find your nearest mirror and start whine, whine, whine. If the music ain't making you do that, it's the wrong music. You need to be using your hips because why? Feminine energy. You need to tap back into your feminine energy. I don't need no fist pumping. You don't need fist pumping. You don't need no whine. I'm not playing with you. Y'all think I'm not playing with you. Whine your hips and get back into the mojo. Hubby's gonna be like, where you learn that? Where you learn that? I need you to report back with the playlist that you use to whine in front of the mirror. Okay? And it's a great calorie burner. It's great on the waistline. Your abs, tighten your core, whine, whine. You'll be ready for summer. Not just physically, but your friends are gonna be like, where'd you learn that? You don't tell them nothing. You just be like, I have my ways. And then you continue to give it to them right on the dance floor. They didn't even know you knew that kind of music. They'd be like, what? This isn't the Rebecca I knew. Keisha, is that you? New Keisha this. Oh my God, you look so fire. Thank you. Today makes me, all right. Okay, all right, you're gone. Bye, Halim. How men get into this comments? I love how you keep it real, beautiful. Oh, my blessings. Blessings to you. Okay, virtuous. This is the first diet I've ever done that seems like I can do it forever. Not a fan of medicine, so I'm glad I'll be able to do. Beautiful. That means you have no mental disorders. Mm. If you really struggle with eating and you can't control yourself, it's a disorder. That's not to say you have one or don't have one, but if just in general, like if you find yourself being controlled by food, that is a disorder. Okay. And a lot of trauma that needs to be worked through because you have to think about the source. When did you start gaining weight? I started gaining weight at age 10, and this is when my parents divorced, and it's been a struggle ever since. But I'm removing that language from my vocabulary, that phrase from my vocabulary. Weight loss is a breeze. Weight loss is easy. I don't struggle to lose weight. Weight loss is second nature to me. You see? And then you say these things enough that your core beliefs start changing. Like for me, I really believe like anything I do, I could easily get money. Like money, jobs, dream body, those are just like fundamental positive core beliefs. Easy for me. It really is insulin resistance and PCOS where. Oh, nice. Good for you, Kaylee. 110 pounds gone on one. No shame on being in tirzepatide. It's not cheap. Thank you. Who are you competing against? You know, I don't understand this. It's cheating. What? You're just mad. just, why are you mad? I don't get it. Okay, Nanny, you could ask me your question. Francesca, you love my ass. Are there any side effects to Vyvanse? Okay, so the side effects to Vyvanse, when I first started taking it, my armpits used to really smell. Like my BO used to be like strong. I remember when I went off of it for a while, maybe like a year. I was off Vyvanse for a year. And then retook it, and I was like, why do I smell like my antiperspirant wasn't working? It's like, why do I smell like this? Restarted Vyvanse. So that was a side effect, but it lasted like a week and then my body was used to it again. Insomnia. If I wake up late, if it's after 11, I'm heck, even 10. If it's after 10 a.m., I probably won't take the Vyvanse. It has to be like 7 a.m., 6 a.m. I try not to take it too early because it does wear off by the end of the day. But if I take it too late in the day, I will not. I will have insomnia, bad insomnia. And I found that the 40 milligrams was the perfect balance for me. I started at 20, didn't really do nothing. 30, it was like, 40 was good. There was a point where I went back down to 30, and then the appetite was like appetiting. And so I went back up to 40. I just realized I needed to take my Vyvanse earlier. I do not take it after 10 a.m. I really don't. Like 10:30 was like, oh. Hi, Wendy. When it's very hard for people, they make up things to make themselves feel better. Yeah, I know. It's weird. I'm not considered obese, supposedly, but I feel horrible in my skin. I've never weighed 209 in my entire adult life, ever. Normal weight was 160 to 170. What happened? What made you start gaining weight? I'm very curious. I agree. Do what you need. Who cares what people have to say? People will talk. People will talk regardless. People will talk regardless. I'm already like getting the comments like, "Oh my God, you lost so much weight. Are you lost so much weight? You lost so much." And they're not like, "Oh, are you okay?" It's just like, "Oh, don't lose no more. I'm gonna lose more." Um, I don't necessarily have a like I knew a number, but I realized it's not the number. I want the size. I'm going for a size 6. That's it. And funnily enough, my size 8s are already getting a little gappy. Funny enough. So my goal is size 6, not a size 4. That's too much. Um, yeah. So whatever weight that is. And then the goal is to get to a rounded number. So say I get to a size 6 and I'm at 160. I'll go like 5 pounds lower. That's the goal. I'll go to 155 and then focus on straight muscle. Straight muscle. I want maybe 7 pounds of straight muscle. So that's why I'm going kind of low, because when I regain some weight, I want it straight muscle. I want all the grits, the oats, the protein shakes, the corn meal, dumpling. I want it all going straight to my glutes and my thighs and my glutes and my thighs. And don't forget the glutes and the thighs, because the glutes and the thighs. Okay. Yes, you have to advocate. Hi, Queen. You know I always love you. You have to advocate for yourself. You have to. You have to. I'm 69 and feeling great. Ooh. He said he loves 69 too. I've lost 47 pounds in the last year and a half. I still work at my banquet job. I can carry 10 dinners. You are a superstar, and that's how it should be. That's how it should be. Your story should be no surprise. It should be how it should. 69 should be like, oh my God, you're on your... No. 75, you should still be out on boats. You should be walking up and down the streets of Miami. You should be having a ball in Atlantic City with your girlfriends. All right. 69 is not the time to go sit down in a rocking chair and wait for death to carry you home. Are you serious? We're living we're living longer than ever now. Push it to the limit. I'm telling you, 85 is the only time you should be like, okay, I'll slow down now. Oh, my name big up. Thank you, Trina. Yeah, Shelly, join in later. Yes, drugs have side effects. You must research. Doctors are not just going to prescribe you anything, anyways. Like, I take B12 shots. I had to get prescribed and I had to have a reason. I had to have a questionnaire. Like, doctors are not just going to give you stuff, they're going to tell you all the things that come along with it. And you have to decide for yourself, even when you're doing surgery, when you're doing Botox, when you're everything you have done to yourself is going to come with pros and cons. Even if you lose weight, maybe you're going to have loose skin. Maybe you're going to lose friends. Maybe you will decide like, hey, I'm better than this job, this man, this life. Side effects. Okay. Side effects. Side effects could be positive. Side effects could be negative, but it's an effect. Do I do ADF during my menstrual cycle? I sure do. I too attracted trash men for years, maybe because they used to smoke a lot of weed. Well, I used to smoke as well. I only smoked because it was an escape, but smoking weed is never anything that's in your lungs is just not great. It ages you. That's the biggest reason why I stopped smoking because I started to look like I smoked. Not the biggest reason, but one of the biggest reasons. For one, I don't like being dependent, as I tell you about how I'm dependent on a drug, but I don't want to escape. I don't want to escape life through alcohol, drugs. I know myself and I know I have an addictive personality. If I wanted to, I could become addicted to something. But surprisingly, I never did. Not a person, not a drug. A piece of dust just attacked my leg. Please excuse me. Let me run and get water. That's them demon men. No, let me not say that. That's the demon X coming on me. You see why I have trouble dating, right? You see the things I say. Men aren't demons. Only certain individuals are. You see how I constantly correct myself and correct my language? That's what you should be doing for your life as well. Be very conscious of the things you say. Before God put a piece of dust in your throat. Yeah, I would get rid of the weed if I were you. But I'm not you. So, did you stop? Did you stop, child? Well, your name is Child of God. I assume you stopped. Lady A. I personally believe people are addicted to being victims. They will drink, smoke, pop recreational pills, but will avoid really addressing their physical and mental health. Yes, you're right. The reason I sigh is because I know why they're victims. It's really easy to have a victim mentality because it gets you attention, and a lot of people just want to feel loved. A lot of people want attention. A lot of people, like, if they can't get love, they at least want sympathy, even if it's pity. So I get it. And I know that is childhood trauma. Childhood trauma is so overlooked into how impactful it is on our mindset. Like, we learned so much during just the first 5 to 6 years of development: how to behave, how to act, who to be, who not to be, what to like, what to stay away from. All these things happen in these crucial developmental years. And so many people are do not have stable homes. And even if they had two parents, what if the parents were fighting? What if they didn't like each other? What if they saw fighting? What if your mother was a martyr and gave away her last penny to save others? You're watching these things. You're like, oh, this is what a good person is. What if your mother was emotionally unavailable and wanted nothing to do with you? So you fought for love all your life. Like, who you are is who you were as a child. Who you are is who you were as a child. And everywhere you are, there you are. You know, everywhere you go, there you are. Self-awareness, I don't know how much you can reverse, but self-awareness and redirection is always a good idea. So I'll never, heck, even narcissists, like spawns of Satan's, but I understand that narcissism is deep insecurity. It is a deep, shameful insecurity that they have created and decided to use to benefit themselves despite others, you know. I know. I know. I know. Deep insecurities, deep insecurities. Never think of whether it's a covert or a grandiose narcissist that they love themselves. They hate themselves. They hate themselves. And they want you to hate yourself too. Because how dare you even like yourself? But getting off that. Megan says, love your honesty, girl. Yay. Shame where. Do what you got to do to get it done. What am I going to eat? Y'all, I made a big old, you remember those cucumber salads that Logan was doing on TikTok? So he did the mandolin. So I have a cucumber salad with some peppers, some purple onions, red onions, and like a pile of spinach. I put it in like that Chinese takeout container, put some dressing, shook it up, and I got these really cool like 100-calorie packets of grilled chicken from Aldi and tossed that in there. I got like the Southwest flavor and then like original rotisserie. Literally a whole bunch of chicken for like 100 calories. It was so cool. And it was so big, I didn't finish it. So I'm going to have the other half of that. And for dessert, I'm going to have a protein yogurt. I think it's like 15 grams of protein and a whole bunch of berries. I've been loving blackberries. Excuse me, please. If I could have a pack of blackberries a day, I would. But who's going to the store that often? But me and Aldi go together real bad. Me and Aldi go together real bad. The only time I step foot in a Walmart is if I need those big 5-gallon jugs of water, Orville Redenbacher popcorn for the kids, or my Premier protein shakes, which I have on the go in the mornings. That's it. I can't stand Walmart. Just going into the parking lot just upsets my spirit. So that was a cute question. Thank you for asking, Blue Bunny. Bunny Blue. I need to understand about ADF. When I tried eating one day normally, feasting, and next day full fasting, and repeat, I notice I lose 1 pound and then gain it right. Get off the scale, please. Please stop. Please get off the scale. Weigh yourself after 30 days, and then you'll get the full picture. Because you are looking at the same water weight going in and out of your body. Okay? Hi, Carmen. Link StreamYard. What does that mean? What I mean? You made your own playlist called Rude Girl. Ooh! We know what kind of music is on that playlist. What number do you walk on while on your walking pad? How many times a week? So while I'm talking to you guys, I do 2.3. If I'm doing my farmer's carry, which I'll show you actually, I spoke about my farmer's carry, my favorite back workout. You look at 8 o'clock coming and going. I'm going to show you my farmer's carry. Ladies, if you want the best back of your life, the most erect posture, and to learn how to walk properly, I got over 4 compliments on my cruise about my back, and this exercise is how. So you're going to need weights, at least 5 pounds. Kettlebells, dumbbells are fine, as long as you have one in each hand. These are 8 pounds, okay? Turn on your walking pad. Go at a moderate speed, like so from 2 to 2.5. Okay, I like to do 2, whatever. This goes up to 2.5 while slow. And then shoulders roll back. Tuck your hips, tuck your hips under. I can't even so instead of, oh Lord, I'm gonna fall and die. Instead of out, tuck. Out. So a lot of y'all stand like this. That's the neurodivergent sway. Tuck. Tuck. Shoulders back. Okay? Tuck your pelvis. Like Shaun T said, tilt and tuck. Tilt. Okay. So you need to tuck your pelvis. It will not work if you do not tilt your pelvis. It won't work unless you tilt your pelvis. You have to tuck it in. Tuck it, roll it, walk. That's it. Tuck, roll, walk. And if your posture is really bad, you may be able to do this maybe 30 seconds before it starts burning. When I first did it with these 8-pound weights, 1 minute, and I had to drop it. And that's how I knew my posture is horrendous. What this does, holding it in your hand like this, is, especially as you get older, it improves your bone density, improves your posture. It strengthens your lower traps. If you find you have a lot of upper trap muscle pain, it's because your upper traps are doing all the work. So you're constantly like this. Your lower traps, which is part of that trapezius muscle architecture, they're very weak. Your posterior chain is very weak. You think you're doing core workouts, but if you're not tucking your pelvis, it's for naught. Everything once I realized the pelvis tuck is life-changing, everything changed. You want to have a slight bend in your knee. Knees should not be locked. That is the neurodivergent walk. Tuck your pelvis, slight bend in the knees, walk. And I can feel it happening right now. You're going to feel it right below your shoulder blades. You want to make sure you're looking straight ahead. You don't want to look down. You don't want to look too straight ahead. Everything should be in alignment. And you're going to feel it right in the middle of your back, a burning. And that's where the sexiness happens, y'all. So as I said before, when I started, I could only last 1 minute. Now, 20 minutes with this. So it's to the point where I need heavier weights. I don't need it. I could still keep the tone. It's still challenging. You'll also feel it across your chest because you're opening up your chest now. A lot of us are closed. Your chest is now open. yo, like just look at the posture. Just look at the posture. So get you some dumbbells, kettlebells, and it also, which is very important, I learned this from working in the UPS warehouse, it helps your grip strength. Grip strength is really essential, y'all. Grip strength. Once I stopped working in the warehouse, I didn't realize how integral good grip strength is. As you get older, all these things matter. All these things matter. You start dropping cups and fumbling phones. You're like, what the hell is wrong with me? Grip strength on zero. So that is the farmer's walk / carry. It's actually very underrated, and it works your entire body. If you do this on an incline, you get some glute work, you get an extra weight. A weighted vest will not do this. So you will not get the same benefits from a weighted vest. You need something in each hand. All right. And that's the exercise that gave me, I guess it's contributing to my arms, because as soon as I sneeze too hard, I'm gaining muscle. See, God don't like ugly. That's the workout that gave me the sexy back. The sexy back. Like that deep. Should I show y'all? I don't really have on the right bra. But if you, let me show you. Let me see if I can find it. I'm bringing sexy back. Yeah. Let me see if I can find it. I don't think I have it. There was a picture of oh, here it is. Yeah. So I've lost a bit more fat in the after photo. So it's a bit even more defined. I was definitely maybe like, I was 180 there. Definitely at least like 180, 179 in that last after photo. I'm currently like 172. So my back line is a little deeper, but even then you could kind of see some definition poking through. That back line is coming in. So yeah, that's crazy. I've lost, so I have to do the video about how I lost 20 pounds, right? Because the lady at the front desk, she nearly harassed me. She was like, Colleen, you have to tell me what you're doing. You have to tell me. I said, Carmela, hold on. I'm going to tell you. I got to go to my job. Oh, speaking of jobs, just starting a new job and my ADF went out of the window. I've been holding on to 24 until I get, yes, as I said, it is hard to fast when your life is in disarray. And when I say disarray, it doesn't mean like, you're sleeping in your car and you're living la vida loca and you're hanging on to life by a limb. It means things are just a little unpredictable right now. A new job is stress. It's not stressful, but it is a stressor. Okay. You have a readjustment period. Weight loss ideally should be done when you are in a place of stability. Ideally, you can lose weight at all matters of your life, right? But it's harder to stick to it if your life is not in a stable place. Okay. I'm on day 2 of a 10-day fast. Oh my God, why are you fasting for 10 days, Kiki? I'm very curious. What are you trying to heal? What is the name of the video you watched you mentioned that helped you understand your core beliefs? It was like quantum physics or quantum leap something.
Can you name one album that's a...
Me and TikTok go together.
Divine timing is fake. What I couldn't...
Her name was Quantum Leap Collective. Quantum Leap Collective. I love that video. I've watched it at least 6 times. I love that video. She's like changed my life. Like TikTok is truly life-changing because the people on there, so good, so good. Listen, social media could be beneficial. It's all a matter of what you choose to feed yourself. I built my For You page brick by brick, as they say. Some people want to watch ratchetness. Some people want to watch self-improvement. One's not better than the other, but, feed yourself with what you want to be fed with. I love a good cat video. I love prank videos, but I also like, a good quantum leap video. I like a good astrology video. Like I like some nonsense, Vyvanse. Vyvanse. And they also have it for children. And it's chewable. Princess Colleen, you're simply stunning. Thank you so much, Queen. You didn't get your notifications. YouTube be hating on a girl. She really does. Yeah, okay. I'm doing the same goal as low 130s and pack on. You know who I'd be jealous of? Them skinny girls that gain weight, but the weight they gain is pure muscle. The way they look like a dream, it makes me want to just kick something really hard with no shoes on. Because why do you look so good? You went from olive oil to just Miss Olympia. You look stunning. So that's how I know, like, get down to as low as you can go. Build it back up with straight muscle going on to all the right places, hunty. All the right places. All my right places. As a tall girl, it is so hard to build muscle. Like, I'm stressed. Why am I still here 13 minutes later? Yeah. I'm tired of breaking promises to myself. I'm supposed to eat my salad. You'll slow down at 80. You'll slow down at 85. You could go further if you want. Don't listen to me. Go as far as you want to. I got diagnosed with ADD and started Vyvanse. I did not love it. I don't think I gave it long enough, though. How long does it take to start working for you? I'm going to start off by saying it may not be for you. Some people may need stronger. Some people may need Ritalin. Some people may need Adderall. I was prescribed it for binge eating, first and foremost. And then I realized, hey, I have a lot of ADHD tendencies. I also uncovered a lot of this as I was going through a diagnosis journey with my son, who was diagnosed with autism. He's on the spectrum. So I started reading all these things and I started like looking into neurodivergence, spectrums. And I was like, wait, a lot of this is like me. A lot of this is like me. A lot of this is like me. So I don't have autism. I definitely have ADHD, but if you were prescribed it for your ADD, it might not be for you. I can't, it's been so long, I can't say or pinpoint a day where it just started to kick in. I remember getting to 30, feeling good, 30 milligrams, feeling good, going up 1, experiencing some insomnia, but a lot of appetite correction. Yeah, a lot of appetite correction. You take B12 shots too? Yeah. Actually, I have to take mine today. I have to take mine today. And my NAD. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Anyway, lost 50 pounds in the last 3 years after my last pregnancy. Seeing the loose skin is making me feel blah. Have you had any issues? I just spoke about this yesterday in the live. You look amazing, so I'm guessing. Oh, my dear. Let's take a look at the tummy. All right. This is my tummy. I have loose skin. Um, is it atrocious? No, but it's there, you know. That's my loose skin. I hate it. I really do. And the thing about it is I'm not like quite finished. So it's just, let's see how it would look if I picked it up and sucked it in. Yeah, that looks fire. What? What? Yeah, I have to do the surgery. Like what? College fund? It's not that serious. There is like an insurance covered tummy tuck called a penodectomy. Don't have me over here speaking in tongues. Penodectomy. I wrote it in my notes. Hold on. Un momento. Okay. Panicolectomy. 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 So apparently, if you have a panicolectomy, it is a insurance covered tummy tuck. I don't think I'll qualify, but you would have to have quite a large amount of loose skin to the point where it's causing rashes, itching, it's affecting your lifestyle. Mine, they probably like when I did my breast reduction, like my first consultation for a breast reduction, it was going to be covered by breast insurance. Because I was heavy. And I went through 6 weeks of physical therapy, 2 rounds of references and approvals. Finally made it to the consultation, not the consultation, like the appointment before the surgery. I made it to the appointment before the surgery. Tell me why this lady came in the room talking about I'm pregnant. I said, Miss, no, I'm not. I was pleading with her. I was like, can we still do it anyway? I was like, can we please still do it anyway? Let me tell you something. When you have big old titties and it is your time to get rid of the tiggle bitties, that's all you could think about is getting rid of the tiggle bitties. When she came in and told me your urine test came back positive, you're pregnant, I had to laugh because if I didn't laugh, I would start crying. I did all 6 weeks of physical therapy with $40 copay each time. All these doctors, all these approvals, all this paperwork, all this back and forth with the insurance company to get knocked up. I know it's that trifling ass man that got me knocked up before. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I knew it took about 3 days and I was like, I'm supposed to have another baby. He's here for a reason. It is what it is. And then I finally got to goal weight. By the time I did my second consultation and approval, I didn't qualify for, actually, I didn't even go through the process. I knew I couldn't get a breast reduction. I didn't qualify. There was no mass. It was just tissue. So all I wanted to do was remove the tissue. Why did I start off? Oh yeah, the loose skin will, the loose skin, save up for the loose skin surgery. It's worth it. It's worth it. If you want to enjoy the fruits of your labor, just start saving. Do Uber Eats, um, get a YouTube channel, do TikTok, get you an extra income because the surgery is going to bring it home. That's real. This is my last batch of weed. Naima, I heard you say that before. I heard you say that before. Kiki, this your last weed? I mean, you know what it is? I just want y'all to stay pretty. Weed, if you wanna escape the day, if you wanna relax and rewind, cool, cool. I just want you to stay pretty. I don't want you to have very dark lips. I don't want you to have the puckers, the lines around the mouth from puckering. I don't want you to have the smoke skin where it's this layer of like clogged pores. I don't want you to have yellowed eyes. I don't want you to look gray. I want you to be pretty. And I don't want your eyes all red and drooped. I want you to go through life very sober and very aware and ready for opportunity. Okay? I really, food is one thing, but also, to be honest, recreational drugs is another way to escape. What are we escaping? Um, and, when the time is right for you guys, go ahead and start looking into that when you're ready. You can't fast forward anybody's healing journey. You can't lead a horse to water. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink, right? Oh, you stopped 23 years ago? Lord have mercy. Wow. Um, and it's expensive. I'd rather use it to like buy something that's fun, like Legos. Diamond art. Ooh, can I show y'all my diamond art? I want to show y'all my diamond art. I haven't worked on it in a minute, but it's so pretty. So this is what I've done so far. All of this is done. You see, y'all not even getting the full beauty of it. Like when I tell you it glistens, all of this is beaded. So I take off like one square at a time and work on it. Oh, it's so pretty. And then you could frame it. Oh man, y'all can't even see the glimmer. I got this from Shein. $2. $2. Okay, maybe like $3.50. Definitely not more than $4. For an entire canvas, this is not paper, this is canvas. A beautiful piece of art. This is 50 by 40, which is like 12 by 34 or something. They give you all the beads. They give you the tools. They give you the wax to pick up an entire kit for $4 and hours of fun. If y'all are not creating, if you're not creating, you are dying. As women, as women, as women, we are meant to produce. That's why we make babies, right? But your production, it doesn't have to be strictly for productivity. You should be creating beauty. You should have some output of beauty in your life. Every day that I create is a good day for me. Building a Lego set, doing some diamond art, working on a coloring book page. I can't remember who gave me a color by numbers coloring book. I love that. SVU Marathon and my color by numbers coloring book. When we talk about good times, my loves, if you want to get into bouquet arrangements, gardening, and not this gardening, the real gardening with the hoe and spade, please, even if you clean, start organizing your drawers. It's May. It's May. It's almost May. It's spring. Spring cleaning should be happening in your home. You should be dusting. And not because you're a woman and supposed to, but because it's your environment and it's beautiful. You understand? Beauty should be in all aspects of your life, and it should come from your hands. It'll bring you joy like no other, and you won't feel the need to turn to a bottle of wine a night. Have a wine, sure. But if you find yourself needing, like you come in and autopilot, you start pouring, it's not good. You come in, you can't wait to light up. It's not great. This is a dependency now. We don't even want to register what's going on in our environment. Just get me out of reality ASAP, no Rocky. ASAP. All right. It really changed a lot for me. It's a small thing. What it's doing is it's feeding your inner child. Why am I still online? I'm over here with these damn rants. I've never smoked before and trash men found me. So that's not it. No, it's definitely not. It's not because you smoke. You attract who you are. I need you to understand. I attract who I am. I attract emotionally unavailable men like water. I came to the realization I'm emotionally unavailable. It's that damn Aquarius moon. No, I'm just like I'm guarded. I'm guarded, so I find ways to repeat cycles of what I'm already used to. There's nobody to blame but me. I take full accountability for the men I entertain in my life. I attract what I am. And I have to do better because my self-worth deserves more. All right. I can't say I love myself and then entertain idiots. It doesn't make any sense. I started ADF last month. It feels so much better. I'm down 14.6 pounds. That is accurate. And I know 2 pounds a week is good. That's great. I'm excited for my future now. I started at 193 and I'm 178 now. Thank you so much. I didn't do anything. You did it. Look at you. Good job, Deborah. I'm very, very proud of you. That is incredible. You're down 14.6 pounds. That's amazing. That was a lot of inflammation you got rid of yourself. All right. You've lost 100 pounds through suffering. Have you had the apple salad? Best high protein apple salad. Is that like when you cut up an apple inside a protein yogurt? I'm curious. I don't know what that is. Trash men are on the hunt every exact. You're going to if you're a woman, you're going to attract all kinds of men, right? There's good ones, there's bad ones, there's manipulative ones, there's great ones, there's husband ones, there's hoes, predators. There's all kind of men. Who are you entertaining? As soon we're not taking red flags serious enough. And it's not like as an excuse to just hit the door and exit. It's just notice how someone makes you feel. We're so locked in our heads that we're out of our bodies. Somebody, like you will walk away from a date and be like, I guess I'll see him tomorrow. Like what? You just ignore the if he's not, if it doesn't make you feel like, hey, oh, not butterflies, but just a good, safe feeling. How I am starting to think about men is, does he make me feel safe? Emotionally, physically, sexually, financially. Safe is the master word when dating for me. Safe. Because once again, I'm not going to put little Colleen in danger. Date with your little girl in mind. If this man is talking about, yo, babe, you look sexy, and you don't know him from Adam, are you calling my daughter sexy, you weirdo PDF file? And that's it. A lot of, before I would be like, oh, he thinks he's giving me attention. Okay. And then I'm shocked. when, something goes awry, knowing damn well he was a fiend to begin with. It's not who you attract. You're going to attract everyone. It's who you entertain, who you engage with. Get out of here, get into here. Get into here. Don't logicize it. If your little one doesn't like it, please protect her. I am now dating with my little one in mind. The last issue that I had was from somebody that before I worked on my inner child and reparenting myself. So when they finally let me down for the last time, actually, it was because of my healing that led me to this dramatic ending. So when I tell you I'm proud of myself, I've come so far because there's a lot of things I tolerated and now I don't. And I'm okay. I'm okay with abandonment. It's not abandonment. It's just allowing people to walk away. But, I'm okay. Anyways, if you want like a dating episode, I would love to do a dating live and y'all just like have questions or anything because I don't want to talk too much about dating and you're married or something or none of this applies to you. So let me know if you'd like a dating live or a girl chat dating live. I would love to do something like that and we could talk cuz I have no problem being transparent. I know who I am and I know who I'm not. I did ADF for 3 months and lost 30 pounds. I slipped one day and gained all my weight back in some. I've never been able to get back on that. It was 2 years ago. Oh, wow. Girl, get you some drugs. You need better posture. That about took me. Did you try it? Oh, thank you, Lynetta. Lynetta, thank you again for the gift. Yeah. What if you try those farmer carries back tucked and you hold it, you maybe last about 30 seconds before you're like, oh no. But when I tell you the back will be sexy. Sexy. Like my voice can't even go deeper. Sexy. Like who's getting 4 compliments on their back? Like husband and wives? That on me? Little on me? That's how I knew it was the farmer's walks because I could feel it. I feel it correcting those muscles that had and now my big old traps are gone. That was the whole reason because I was looking into trap Botox. I was like, damn, what am I gonna do about these overgrown traps? Like I look masculine, and then I research and me go together real bad, and then I found the farmer's carry, big traps wear. Now I have like model shoulders. Love that for me. Y'all over here talking about biscuits. So just to let you remind you, Vyvanse is a stimulant. Stimulants will affect your appetite. It'll decrease your appetite because it's filling your dopamine center. So if you have coffee and you're able to just drink a cup of coffee and be okay for hours, it's because it's a stimulant. If you drink coffee, here's a bootleg like ADHD test. If you drink coffee and it does absolutely nothing for you and you even feel sleepy afterwards, you may have a dopamine deficit. If a caffeine drink does nothing for you, if you drink Red Bull like water, you may have a dopamine deficit. If you can pound Monsters, dopamine deficit. I'm not diagnosing anybody because who am I? They got them sugar. But if you are able to have high caffeine products and it almost makes you sleepy or very calm, you have a dopamine deficit. That I can say. You want to lose weight and look like Colleen, but you are so deliciously sexy yourself. You know who my inspiration? I love me some Megan Thee Stallion. I look at her all the time, and I'm inspired. Megan Thee Stallion, Megan Good, Nicole Murphy. Why? Because they all have like that strong athletic build. They're very athletic built. I didn't realize like Megan Good lost quite a bit of fat on her body. She's very lean nowadays. Before I realized like she was definitely like athletically built. She's very petite, but she has a strong athletic body. So I'm always attracted to celebrities who has like a strong athletic build because we've been I've been seeing, the soft, delicate, curvy, petite woman everywhere for so long, and that if you're built like me, all you're good for is basketball. Which is very disheartening because you want to be girly and like everyone else, but yeah. TikTok has taught this older chick a lot, 55 years. I cannot believe I'm here 35 minutes later. Please help me understand. So on eating day, should I or can I eat fully the day, feasting and then fasting next day will make me drop weight? I stayed the same weight. If you fast one day, feast one day, fast one day, feast one day, this is called true alternate day fasting or alternate day fasting. And you do that continuously, you're going to have a calorie deficit. You're going to have a calorie deficit. Calorie deficits take time. They are not a get rich quick scheme. Okay. Fasting doesn't help you lose weight fast. The fastest or the biggest drop you'll find is in the first week where you are dropping a lot of water weight because it decreases inflammation, right? And then after that, you'll be losing fat. And fat, 1 pound of fat is 3,500 calories. So you will have to have about 3 to 4 fast days a week to lose 2 pounds. That's it. You can pee and gain a pound or lose a pound. You can haven't had your bowel movement and keep a pound. You can be in the wrong place in the bathroom and get a different weight. You could have on too much clothes. You could have on less clothes. You could be on your period. You could be retaining water. So I don't look at the scale very often when doing alternate day fasting because that's not helpful because you will lose 1 to 2 pounds a week. Okay. The best thing, as I said, I've lost 20 pounds since November, December, January, February, March. I haven't weighed myself recently, but I lost 20 pounds in 4 months. So that's an average of 5 pounds a month. An average. I may have lost 8 pounds in 1 month. I may have lost 3 pounds in 1 month, another 5 pounds in 1 month. I may have lost 2 pounds. Who knows? But it's an average. An average. Every week will vary. You don't know what week will just be a whoosh effect. You don't know when you'll need to hold on. Your body is very smart. But essentially, you can't outsmart a calorie deficit to lose fat. You must have a calorie deficit in order to lose fat. Okay, so if you're happy with the 1 pound, congratulations. If you're not happy with the 1 pound, I would suggest leaving the scale alone, continue doing alternate day fasting, and check in with yourself every 2 weeks. The reason you're stepping on the scale so often is because you do not trust yourself and you want to see weight loss very quickly for some reason in order to keep you motivated to do something that you should be doing anyways. I want you to trust yourself. And I want you to trust that fasting will give you the calorie deficit that you need in order to lose the weight for good. Okay? Give yourself time. Don't microwave it. And allow your body to do what it knows to do, which is release weight from a calorie deficit. Okay? I hope that helps. Vyvanse helped me lose 60 pounds, so that's cool. Am I still doing? I'm always doing Chloe Ting. There's never a day I don't. Never a day, but like I'm always doing Chloe Ting. I'm always part of one of her programs. In Chloe Ting We Trust. I'm currently doing her Hourglass Challenge again because I really need to build up some muscle in my legs. I really do. I've been I've been really slacking on resistance training and it's showing. Thank you for standing in your God-given, yes, my God-given purpose and holding the torch in self-improvement. You're definitely a Scorpio. Uh, being a Scorpio is the hardest thing in the world. I need you to know that, especially a November Scorpio. I'm November 5th, so I'm not in like the thick of it. But I wouldn't wish being a Scorpio on anybody. It's not fun. I didn't ask for these gifts. I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for this seduction. It's not necessarily like she's eating too much. I really just want you to give your body a chance to just release the weight. It's 1 to 2 pounds. It's just 1 to 2 pounds. Once again, fasting doesn't help you lose weight fast. It helps you lose weight steadily. So trust yourself. Girl, I have such a hard time cooking for my kids and not eating on a fast day. Any tips? Chew gum or brush your teeth. Brush your teeth. Anytime your mouth is minty, it just takes away that urge to want to pop something in your mouth. So if you, even if you're not fasting or anything and you find yourself like always running to the cabinet, just keep your mouth like minty. Brush it, scrape your tongue, like that's a big one. Scrape your tongue, use the water flosser, get the TheraBreath, and slap in some gum if you need to. Like keep your mouth minty. Keep your mouth minty. Find one of those like edible peppermint oils, food grade, right in the back of your tongue. Remove all that craving. I got it for binge eating as well. I think I need to give it longer. Okay, I see. Okay. Um, I'm very grateful for Vyvanse. It changed my life. It really did. Um, it really took away a lot of my impulsiveness. So like I've been able to end relationships. I've been able to finish school. I've been able to um, YouTube. Like YouTube was a big struggle for me. Like being this consistent, it changed my life. Like it really did. You see a six pack, even after 2 weeks, no weight loss. Keep going. Keep going. If you find it hard, just make sure that what you're eating is, um, healthy and not and as unprocessed as possible. But keep going. Keep going. What are you going to do? Stop and then what? I didn't know they would prescribe it for binge eating. I have ADHD though, so that was like one of those dirty secrets I told on TikTok. Because a lot of people, it's hard to get like a meeting with a psychiatrist, a psychologist. I'm like, go to your PCP and tell them you binge eat. I got it from my PCP. There was a shortage, so I don't know. Right now, I haven't taken it this week because my insurance stopped giving me the Vyvanse name brand, and now they're switching me to generic. And I have to inform my PCP so she can prescribe the generic. Like, how dare they? I should knock them in the head out. It better hurt. It better hit the same. Hi, Sierra. Wagwan Bibbs. My lip gloss is not popping anymore. It's not that serious. I was really gonna run off and reapply. Thank you for the 2 lives in a row. I'm currently ADFing and coming on makes me do what I'm supposed to. Thank you so much. This time for me to go make the fat cry. Sweat is nothing but your fat crying. You've lost 9 pounds in the last 2 weeks. Good job, Jessica. Love it. My boobs are the first thing to go. How unfortunate. Hey, girl, I get you. My baby daddy was a waste of time. It was good until it wasn't. Like, we lasted 8 years. I was engaged in everything. Like, I couldn't marry him. That would have been the death of me. I couldn't. I love being pretty. That's why I'm going to stop. Yeah. Preserve your pretty. I quit smoking, Colleen. It was because my mom died last year and I started. And now I'm stopping. All that. I get it. I get it, baby. I get it. You spent $120 a week. That is. Listen. I get it. Mushrooms. Okay. Edibles. Okay. We're talking too much about leaving the earth. I need you guys to stay sober and feel. Remember, too much of this. Not enough of this. Y'all over here gathering over how to leave the earth. Stay on earth. Y'all trying to reach Mars. Don't play up in my comments and my chat. Uno bright about eat edibles and mushroom. Ganyam kalalu. Y'all want greens, ganyam kalalu. Get you a Croatian man, Colleen. They are good. Okay, this is so funny. When I tell you, since I've lost the 20 pounds, the looks from white guys is crazy. When I tell you, I love listening to Anwar White. Like, he is my guru. So he's like who I go to as far as like dating, and he's the one that pointed me to Jennifer Arnice, the Black Mother Wound podcast. It was through him that I learned about Jennifer, the best thing ever. So in Anwar I trust. He was where was I going with that? Oh shit. Get you a Croatian man, Colleen. They're good. Oh, okay. So he was talking about like the white men and who they check for and stuff. And since I lost the 20 pounds, these white men. So he told me how to know like if a white guy's into you. He's like, if a white man just like starts chit-chatting with you, he likes you. Whereas a black man, they'll come up to you and be like, listen, what you doing later on? Or you have plans this week? Or like, you'll know. A white man will just come over and be like, hey, you see the weather today? Like, yeah, Ricky. Yeah, it's sunny today. Yeah, it's sunny. I can't wait to get out there, do some golfing. When I tell you beer chit-chatting in my office, beer chit-chatting. And they always seem to link, like they seem to lose whatever they have in their pockets by my cubicle. I see them. I'm very observant. They always like start spinning in circles like they didn't know where they're going, right by my cubicle. It never fails. All of a sudden they need to adjust their headset by my cubicle as they're walking up and down. They was just fine the whole time. Right in front of my cubicle, they want to adjust. So I don't know. It's a lot of looks. A Croatian. Where the hell would I even like? Where do I see a Croatian man? On a cruise? I'm gonna start dating again in June. So right now, in the interim, I am preparing mentally. I'm doing shadow work. I am doing more inner child work. I'm working desperately on those core beliefs. I'm blocking. Like when I say I'm blocking bitter Black women, I'm so sorry. I'm blocking bitter Black women because that's majority of like what I'm of. It's so easy to get caught up into the hate men train. I'm not going for it. All men are not the same. These are core beliefs. I'm changing it in my head. All men are not the same. Individuals are who they are, and love exists. True, good, healthy, clean love exists. No one's perfect. And am I someone that I would want to date? This is called checking in with yourself and being realistic. So in the meantime, until June, because when June come, should I vlog my experience? Lord have mercy. Maybe I should do like a once a week like dating. Who knows? June, I'm going to be online and I'm going to be in real life. I'm going to go speed dating. I'm going to get premium Bumble. I don't know about Hinge. Hinge is not great for me. I do like Bumble. And I will be going on speed dates. And see, make it a hot girl summer, right? Because listen, y'all can't be doing all this healing, self-work, and internal whatever, and don't have nobody to practice on. That's fool. That's foolishness. You need guinea pigs. So I'm gonna start. I have to put what I've learned and what I've practiced to the test. Do I really have these boundaries I said I created? Do I really have this self-respect and self-worth? Am I able to pick up on green flags as much as I'm able to pick up on red flags? Because we're so focused on the red ones, we're not noticing green ones. So if I'm not noticing green ones, that means a good man could just like walk away just because what? He burped too loud? Anywho's. Hey, what's 3 tips for clear skin? Probiotics, vitamin C, sunscreen. Yeah, I would say that. For clear skin, probiotics, vitamin C, that could be in your serum, face wash, and sunscreen. Huge shout out to collagen though, but that's not clear skin. That's just like plump skin, full, plump, glowing skin. Would you say clear? I've never struggled with problematic skin, so I'm probably not the best person to ask. But if the one thing I would say, if you want clear skin, do your best to fix your gut so you can poop every day. You need to poop every day. If you want clear skin, you need to poop every day. Okay. What's your sun and rising? I'm a Scorpio sun. I was born November 5th, 1989. My rising sign is Sagittarius, which I've always read Scorpio stuff and never related. And then I understood what a rising sign was. And I was like, oh, it all makes sense now. I give big Sag energy. I'm tall, I'm athletic, I'm a free spirit. I love to explore. I love adventure. I'm very straightforward. I'm philosophical. I love to travel. And when I'm mad, I'm out because I like to travel. I register hard with my Sagittarius, and they're very lucky people, and I'm God blessed. Like if it's one thing I know about myself, it's that I'm divinely protected. Core belief, because it's always proven true. I am divinely protected. Because honestly, I should be dead. I should be dead about 3 times by now. Though I'm reckless. I was reckless. And my moon is Aquarius, so very intellectual, introverted loner, which goes beautifully with my Scorpio. That's my big 3. What's yours, Naima? Everybody tell me their sign. Please, because I love it. Just tell me your sign. Just give me your sign. Just give me your sign, your sun sign, if you're into that. I'm just curious. I just want to know about y'all. I love how honest you are with yourself and about yourself. Yeah. It's like, who am I fooling? When you're able to erase shame, you could get really real with yourself. There's one part of my life that really bothers me, and I don't know if I'll reveal it. Um, but I would truly go back to therapy just to work on it because it's a very sore spot in my life. Um, and it's hard for me to talk about. I put apples in my salad. Ooh, apples in your salad sounds delicious. Add peanut butter, cinnamon, and granola. Pecans. Okay, yeah, that does sound delicious. Yes, safety in dating. Make sure you feel safe. An outie child. That was deep. Kiki, do you love me? Is you riding? I given up on dating. Now I need to focus. Okay, yeah. Focus on what needs to be priority in your life. I have the career, I have the degrees, I have the money, I have the children. I'm ready to work on love now, and I realized why it wasn't working in the past. I was half-assed. I wasn't dating intentionally, to be honest. I was just bored. To be honest, I was bored. I was bored. I was bored. Bored and wanted validation. Um, oh, my back. Yep, I tried it and almost had to cash in one of those discretionary days. This is how I did feel, I think, when I started losing the 20 pounds in November. Um, I would say, and Naima, you're doing the right strategy. Lose what you need to lose and be your best self before you date. And I say that because when you start dating, you're taking the focus off yourself. And that's another reason why I'm waiting until June, because I'm still shedding. I want to be in prime, Optimus Prime shape when I hit the dating streets, because for one, I want to feel so confident that walking away is easy. And I have to believe that I look like everything I am. Okay? Okay. Don't play with me. I want my confidence at its highest level, internally, externally, before I get into date. I don't want to date and I'm insecure. That is a recipe for disaster, because you'll fall into lack mentality. How did this turn into dating? Let me get over that. The farmer's carry. Yeah, if you watch the replay, you'll see that. I'm probably like way overdue with the comments. I'm probably like trying to catch up. You had a small iced latte and stayed up for 24 hours. That means you are perfectly normal. You're 5'11". Oof. I love tall women. Maybe I should just be gay. Women are so beautiful to me. Like, y'all are so fine. Y'all. And I try to think it in my head, like, would I? Like, nah. But when I tell you, women are just deliciously beautiful. Like, y'all don't. I could see why men start created wars over us, because we're, goodness gracious, they will lie, cheat, steal, murder for y'all. Do you know how powerful you are? And y'all over here giving men money? That's like one standard that is like a hard no. I don't believe in giving men money. I'll give him like a thing, but I don't give men money. Don't let these men trick you. You are divinely beautifully, creatively, gorgeously, wonderfully made. What did I eat today? I had for breakfast. God, I'm well overdue to eat. I can't believe it's another 2 hours. Why is this a 2 hour live? Um, I had a Premier protein shake for breakfast. I had half of a cucumber salad with grilled chicken for lunch. And a poppy soda. And no wonder I'm like the weight is falling off of me. I'm just not eating as much as I used to. What is that? Maybe 500 calories. Sometimes it'd be like that. Sometimes, you know what, too? I had such a calorie rich vacation. I'm alive. I'm alive. So I'm going to eat the other half of the salad. And I brought all this food with me to eat to lunch. Like I packed my lunch, big container of salad with the chicken. I packed the yogurt with berries. I packed my poppy. I packed my Premier. I only had the damn Premier and half of the salad. Um, I weighed 285, was 200 before I had my son, and never been able to get it off. Those men. They be just be impregnating you and changing your life. Heavy on the November Scorp. Yeah. Hi, Boo. Been at ADF for the past 2 weeks. I'm pretty muscular to begin with, but would like to lose inches during my refuel days. Should I be eating for 2 days or just eat normally until fullness? If you need a calorie guideline, I would say eat at your maintenance calories. You are full, you are satisfied, you'll have enough energy for today and tomorrow. You don't have to double up. That was my old, like, go by. The only reason I used to say that was because if you think about, like, say you ate 3,000 calories in a day, it'll basically break down to 1,500 calories a day. That's, you know, who's eating 3,000 calories in a day? So just eat at your maintenance. It's comfortable, enough protein, and you'll lose weight. Okay, Net Nanny, I'm glad. Yeah, if y'all are struggling, like like it doesn't hurt to look into something. As I said, I would not have been able to stick to ADF had it not been for Vyvanse. It helped me focus. It helped me focus. It helped give me control because I had no control. So, if you're tired of beating yourself up and really want to remove disordered eating, tell your doctor, please. Why is my back hurting so much? This is terrible. That means I don't stand enough. That's terrible. I'm really struggling to get back on ADF. I started and fail each time. I've currently gained almost all the weight I lost. Yeah. Girl, look into the trizepatide. Look into it. If you're really that tired, do something else. And I don't want to push y'all into dependency on anything, but is an option. Okay? How long are you going to fight this battle? How long are you going to fight the battle? And if you're not working on your mental health while doing ADF, you're going to get back big. You remind me so much of my 19-year-old daughter. Her birthday is November 5th as well. Y'all are truly gifted with many talents. Aww. When I was a wee little tot, I was a terrorist. Okay, that much I know, and my siblings will confirm. I was a terrorist. So I was in the talents was being mischievous, inquisitive, nosy, and a ham. Block them bitter women, girl. Yeah, yeah, you can't manifest love if you're hearing everybody talk about love being false. Love is real. It's just who you choose. Who you choose. You know. How do you deal with the taboo of taking ADHD meds and being dependent on them to get things done? I've never been dependent on anything. Never. Which is weird to me because I guess I don't have an addictive personality. I guess my obsessiveness came in the form of like relationships. Like I'm possessive and I'm like, what you doing? Where you at? So, but I knew I had the tendency or the likelihood to be addicted to things, and that always was in my head ever since I was a teen. Because when I did things, I did it to the extreme. Um, so I never had the worry of being dependent. Like right now, I haven't been on my meds for 2 weeks because I need to talk to the doctor. I didn't take it throughout the entire cruise, and I still don't have it now. I went a year without it and gained some weight. I will admit I did gain some weight, but I got back on it and got my life together. What is the taboo? Nobody, guess what? Nobody has to know except you. You don't have to tell anybody. You don't have to tell anybody you're taking it, you're about to take it, you want to take it, that you're even losing weight. You can just show up and stun on them. Sometimes you got to show up and show them. Sometimes you got to pop out. Okay? You don't have to tell anybody anything. So there's no taboo unless it's told. If you want to be outright, that's just your truth. There's no taboo to it. It's just your truth. The taboo is essentially tied to shame. I don't feel any shame. I'm informing the people, you know? So if you feel shame to it, keep it to yourself, you know? Taboo is something shameful. Like, ooh, I shouldn't. I don't feel that way. That's why I'm happily telling you all. Oh my goodness, my new favorite YouTuber. Really? Thank you. Thank you so much. Thoughts on berberine? I really don't know that much on berberine. I've heard of it as a natural Ozempic. So I don't know that much. I believe Dr. Berg has a couple videos on it though. I love me some Dr. Berg. I love your personality, Colleen. I can't take it. Thank you. You're Sag rising too. Aren't we just blessed? Like the world is truly our oyster. And we just step in a room and we just like, ah. And we're like, ah. I think my smile is my Sagittarius rising. Like we're just bright individuals. Just big and bright. Big and bright. And hams. Hams. Your rising is Sag too. Nice. Ooh, when I tell you, I love me a fire sign. If I'm 98% sure that all actors have some kind of fire sign. My favorite actors have some fire sign in them. Or famous people have some kind of fire sign. Leo, Aries, Sag. They're just meant to be seen. They are meant to be seen. The whole cast of SVU are Aries. Like to be honest. Stabler, Rollins, Nick Amaro, all a whole bunch of Aries. Munch was a Leo. It's too much. Okay, so okay, so yeah. Ladies and Aries, I love me an Aries. Cancer, there's nothing bad to say about Cancer people other than they're moody. That's all I hear. Other than that, everybody loves, like, Cancers are the mothers of the zodiac. Sun, Aries, rising, Sag, Moon, Gemini. Okay. Cap. Oh, you're a Capricorn. If I were to be any other sign, I'd be a Capricorn. Capricorn women for president, literally. Moon, Cancer. Ooh, I know you struggle. Rising, Sag. Okay. Scorpio, Sun. Desiree is a Scorpio sun. Hey, Sag moon, Taurus rising. Love me a Taurus woman. I love earth sign women. Like earth sign women, y'all are just elite. Air sign ladies, always the most beautiful. Like gorgeous. A Libra, they're divinely blessed. Divinely blessed. I will say water sign women give the best advice. The best advice. The best advice comes from a water signs. And think about Shira, she's Pisces. Jesse Wu, Cancer. I'm a Scorpio. Most of your favorite advice people, Haley Gamba, Cancer. That girl that does Manifestel, Scorpio. Jennifer Arnice, Scorpio. Anwar White, Cancer. Water signs give the best advice. Aries are the most attention getting, dazzling people. Earth signs are just regal, and air signs are just super pretty. Super pretty. Super pretty. Pretty. I said pretty, okay? Thank you. Thank you. Scorpio, Sun, Sag rising. Nice. There's a lot of Sag rising. What the hell? Where y'all come from? Must have been a millennial thing. No, you have to meet men. I have to take advantage. I'm not going to meet anybody. I live in the sticks. I don't live in New York City. I'm not going to run into somebody at Starbucks. I don't even drink coffee. I have to utilize the apps. Okay? It's up to me to use my picker and be like, is this person playing? Is this person not playing? My downfall will only be me. Okay? I got to trust myself. Like, how you think people are being met? They're not knocking at my door. Focus on you until you become the focus. Sounds good to me. Leo, 100% agree. But I need a man, honey. I could never. Sometimes you just need the wait. Why am I still here? I need that thing. All right, it's getting late. 5, 6 are here. Yeah, tall. Being tall is fun. Chewing ginger. Yeah, maybe like the ginger root. I'm not eating that salad. Watch me. I'm gonna go eat it right now. Thanks so much. I love your content. Heard your last live. How'd you get rid of the scarcity mindset? I'm gonna have to save that for another time. Kirti, if you come back to another video, please ask that same question because I can't. I'm just scrolling through at this point because y'all will have me on here for hours. And here I am entertaining it. Last comment. I'm new to your channel and just watched your alternate day fasting video. Did you stop ADF 1 week before your periods? Also, since you're discussing, you're a Libra. I know you're pretty. During the later stages of my ADF journey, I definitely started tracking my periods. Maybe 3 to 4 days before the period, I would give myself a break and succumb to any cravings. That's it. Okay. All right. You've had enough of me. I know. I'll check back in. Maybe even give you 3 lives this week, but the next one will be a surprise. Maybe I'll talk about the 20 pounds. Some people said they want to hear about the life after ADF or how to transition off ADF. I have more the scarcity mindset. Attention while, like, how to deal with attention after weight loss or during weight loss. That's been a topic. So in the comments after this live ends, please let me know some topics and I will be happy to do a live and we'll chit chat and talk about girl tings, tings, because all you, I need to be in your little girl and play with me. We'll have playtime together. That's not to say I'm not on my grown woman, but when we're together, it's a play date. Bring your dollies. Let me take my crazy ass off. All right, I'll talk to y'all. I'm gonna go eat this wilted salad.